Welcome, everyone, to this week astrology for the week of October 6th to October 12th. I hope everybody's doing well, irrespective of when you're seeing this. And I am Joshua the Psychic. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe. And for those who are returning, well, welcome back. You can check out my website, psychicsun.com, for readings, coaching, gift certificates, parties, as well as your horoscopes for the current lunation, which is the new moon in Libra solar eclipse that we had on, when did we have this eclipse? It was September. Let's see, when did we have this eclipse? It was September. It was, oh no, it was October 2nd, rather. It wasn't September. It was October 2nd we had our eclipse. And we're going to have our full moon in Aries on October 17th, which you'll hear about next week. So let's talk about this week and how you can make the most of it. Make the most of just one small day. So since our new moon solar eclipse in Libra that we had on October 2nd, we're now under the waxing moon phase. So we're taking inspired action, we're manifesting our intentions, and exploring paths to miracles. Remember, all miracles are based on love, and Libra, actually, the cycle that we're in right now, is Venus ruled. So it knows a lot about love. On Sunday, your planetary ruler is the sun. The sun's day is Sunday, and it connects us to the eternal present moment. It's a day to enjoy your life and to do those things that fill you up with joy. It's very creative, so you might want to spend time with family or creating something or doing anything that is just fun and makes you feel happy. Hey, Casmar, nice to see you. Oh, it's afternoon there, is it? Okay, that's good to know. Well, I hope you're having a nice Friday, Casmar. And on Sunday, your moon will be in Scorpio until 7:34 p.m. East, at which point it's going to then shift to Sagittarius. So for most of your day on Sunday, it's going to be intense and transformative with that Scorpio moon. Just a heads up, whenever the moon is in Scorpio, usually there's some kind of death or some kind of letting go. It could be very minor. It could be very positive. But nevertheless, there's always some kind of letting go under the Scorpio moon. So if you're catching this live this weekend, go with the flow, relax. Remember, what is love flows, what is not goes. Is it nice weather? I'm really glad to hear that. In LA, it's like fall in the morning, and we've had a heat wave. We've had, what is it called? Indian summer, I believe it is. So it's very, very hot in the afternoon, and then it goes down at nighttime as well. Hey, Kelsey, nice to see you. I hope you're having a nice day. So yeah, you have your Scorpio moon this weekend. So go with the flow, let go of things that don't work for you. And yeah, enjoy your day. At 7:34 p.m. East on Sunday, your moon will shift to Sagittarius. And that's going to spark adventure and optimism. And it's ideal for exploration and adventure. So we have the Scorpio moon, and there's something that goes bye-bye or something that ends, and then moon Sagittarius comes and you see the rainbow and you're like, okay, well, this happened, where are we at now? And you're seeing things from a higher vantage point, and then you're able to not feel things so intensely, and you're able to look at life from a broader lens, a broader perspective. So that should be fun on Sunday. Numerologically on Sunday, it's a 6, which is a really nice number. 6 symbolizes harmony and responsibility. It signifies caring, nurturing, and balance. Think of compassion with a sense of duty. And it's a very sweet day, if only because on this day in 1969, George Harrison's Something is released as the A-side of a Beatles 45, marking his first, George Harrison's first number one. And it will reach number one in the U.S. next month in November, alongside Come Together. So maybe listen to Something or some Beatles. George is definitely by far my favorite Beatle. Who's your favorite Beatle? If you're a Beatles fan, let me know. I'd love to know. George Harrison has always been mine, although I like them all, of course, but George for sure. And listen to that sweet song, Something. It's perfect for the Libra energy that we're in, which is awfully lovey-dovey, or certainly can be. And on Monday, the 7th of October, of course, we're still under our waxing moon phase from our new moon in Libra solar eclipse. On that solar eclipse, even though it's a new moon, because it's aligned with the self node, that solar eclipse, there is this letting go as well as creating new beginnings. So it's this, what are we releasing and what are we creating that's new? So take inspired action under this phase and realize your visions. On Monday, your planetary ruler is the moon. It's the moon's day on Monday, the most sensitive, porous day of the week. So be sure to double down on your self-care, nurture your subconscious mind. Don't give yourself the luxury of a negative thought. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. That's why vision boards are super helpful. So you and I agree, George, for sure. I'm so glad to hear that. I always have an affinity with those people who also like George Harrison the most. I certainly do. No contest. Additionally, your moon will be in Sagittarius on Monday, which is really nice. It's a nice optimistic, although busy and communicative start to the week. There might be a lot of stuff happening, a lot of information. Sagittarius is pretty fast. Keywords for Sagittarius moon on Monday include open-minded, adventurous, optimistic, independent, philosophical, honest, generous, enthusiastic, restless, and freedom-loving. And 7, numerologically on Monday, embodies introspection and spirituality. Think wisdom, contemplation, and understanding. It's balancing inner growth and a quest for knowledge, which is perfect for the Sagittarius moon on Monday. That inner growth and quest for knowledge, because Sagittarius is very high-minded and they want to definitely see things from a high vantage point, and they love to travel and they love to explore typically. And plus, on Monday, it's National Forgiveness Day, which is really a nice gift you're giving yourself. As soon as you forgive and you say, all right, we all have our flaws, I forgive this person, magically more abundance opens up in your life because you're not carrying that weight, that resentment. So forgiveness is a gift that you give to yourself. And Monday is National Forgiveness Day. It's a day for healing and letting go. Embrace compassion and understanding. Maybe, if you're so inclined, reach out to mend relationships that you feel are worth another go. It's a day to release burdens and cultivate inner peace. So consider that. Forgive yourself, forgive other people. And it's just going to open you up for more abundance, right? Because you want to be free. You don't want to carry all that resentment or anger or animosity within you, because that's taking up space where there could be more love, peace, joy, and happiness. So allow yourself to forgive on Monday if you have anybody to forgive. And on Tuesday, the 8th of October, my goodness, just even saying that is so strange. We're in October? How did that happen? We're, of course, still under our waxing moon phase from our new moon solar eclipse that we had on October 2nd. So take inspired action and explore paths to miracles. Remember, all miracles are based on love. So if you want to see more miracles, well, love yourself and love others and love everything in your life a little bit more. And on Tuesday, your planetary ruler is action-oriented Mars, which is ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. And your moon will be in Sagittarius, so maybe you go on an adventure with that Mars energy and that Sagittarius moon. Sagittarius moon is adventurous and optimistic. This moon day is ideal for exploration, learning, and embracing new experiences. You may want to embrace spontaneity and expand your horizons. That could be a lot of fun. And numerologically, 8 on the 8th of October, Tuesday, represents power and material success. It signifies ambition, authority, and efficiency, balancing achievement with ethical conduct. That's kind of cool. And we get 2 aspects on Tuesday. Venus in Scorpio is going to trine Mars in Cancer, which is going to be really nice. We love trines. So you want to embrace passion and nurture your connections. And we also have Mercury and Libra trining Jupiter and Gemini. So we got 2 trines. Communicate effectively to expand your horizons. So we got some nice water energy at play. We have some nice air energy at play. This is going to be a good day to communicate how you feel thoughtfully. Mama Cass Elliott, actually had Mercury in Libra trining her Jupiter in Gemini. And contrary to popular belief, she did not die by choking on a ham sandwich. I believe she had a heart attack. I think that's how she went. But you could always listen to some mamas and papas. I think there's a very, very feel-good Libra vibe to the mamas and the papas. So you want to get into that fall vibe. I don't know if it's really fall vibe, but she's really very optimistic and romantic and fun. Now you can't get his song. Oh, something. Oh, you got my mind set on. That's a really good one from George, right? I love that one too. Yeah. Well, there are worse songs, I guess, to have in your head. But enjoy your Tuesday and definitely listen to some what is it called? What is her group called? I know it's Mama Cass. It's oh, I'll remember it. You can tell me. Oh, the Mamas and the Papas. That's it. And on Wednesday, the 9th of October, we're, of course, still under our waxing moon phase. We're drawing in energy, focusing on what we want, taking inspired action. If you were in my class last night on the 12 spiritual laws of the universe, we covered the law of gender and how important it is for manifestation. So yes, you take action, you utilize that masculine energy, but you also need to balance that. So if you're taking really, really strong actions toward your goals, you also want to balance that with that femininity and allowing and letting go and letting things happen, right? Being patient and allowing yourself to be open and receptive. So check out that video if you haven't already. We had 4 classes, so you have 4 videos you can even look at that might be helpful. Hey, Pam, nice to see you. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're doing well. Yes, thank you. Mamas and papas. I will not forget that, and I must listen to them today because they're just great. So on Wednesday, Mercury rules your day, planet of communication. Mercury's nice and strong. We'll be going retrograde at the end of the year, but we're not there yet. So let's enjoy Mercury while we can. It will rule your Wednesday, so expect lots of correspondences. You may want to be flexible. You may want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room, as you never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day. And on Wednesday, your moon is going to shift from Sagittarius to Capricorn. Oh boy, we'll destroy the evidence from all the partying you'll be doing when the moon's in Sagittarius. Moon will be in Sagittarius until 5:38 a.m. East on Wednesday. Then it will shift to Capricorn. So we're moving out of that adventurous and optimistic space and moving more into that disciplined and focused vibe that is good for setting goals and really focusing on what you want to achieve. So you can utilize your Sagittarius moon to think big, really expansively. Okay, what's the best case scenario? So if you have something going on, you never want to look at like, well, worst case scenario. You never want to say that. You only want to think of all the great things that could happen in terms of what it is that you want to do. So Sagittarius moon, you think, oh, this could happen and that could happen. This could be great. And then Capricorn moon, you bring it down to earth and you say, okay, how are we going to make this happen? What practical steps do we need to take in order to see these goals through, to do everything that we can to make them happen, and then just hands off, let go. Oh, I'm glad you like the classes, and thank you for always showing up. I really appreciate that. Additionally, 9 on Wednesday is the highest single digit number, 9, which gives 9 significance. If you know the tarot, you study tarot with me, you'll know that the tarot number 9 card, number 9, is the Hermit. So this is a 9 a day of completion and finalizations. And the number 9 embodies humanitarianism and compassion. It signifies empathy, generosity, and idealism. Think universal love with a global perspective. And we got some other really cool music to think about on Wednesday. Hit the Road, Jack. What a great song that is. Talk about catchy. Casmar, that'll get something by George Harrison out of your head. Just let's think of Hit the Road, Jack. On this day in 1961, so October 9th, 1961, Ray Charles topped the U.S. pop chart with his hit, Hit the Road, Jack, featuring Margie Hendricks of the Realettes, I think, yeah. The song apparently won a Grammy and was later listed in Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time. It certainly is. So you can listen to some Ray Charles, particularly Hit the Road, Jack. And the other one, well, he does a lot of really, really great songs. I think Hit the Road Jack is really good. I also love Ray Charles's You Don't Know Me. Really, really, really good. Oh, you get it. Well, they're all there for you, Kelsey. So yeah, you definitely enjoy. And I'm glad you like them, Casma. I'm really glad you like the classes. So enjoy Wednesday. Listen to some Ray Charles. And who knows? We are in this moon cycle, and although it's a new moon, we are releasing things. So maybe you consider, what are you going to say hit the road, Jack, to? Maybe you're going to say hit the road, Jack, to negativity or things that no longer serve you, etc. But in any case, even if you're not doing it with intention, definitely listen to some Ray Charles on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, Jupiter is going retrograde. Now, do not worry about this. This is an outer planet. They go retrograde fairly often, so it's not going to really be, I mean, everything affects all of us, but it's not like a Mercury retrograde or a Venus retrograde or a Mercury or a Mars retrograde, which will be coming up. But Jupiter retrograde is not that big of a deal. As it begins its retrograde, take time to reassess your ambitions and evaluate your long-term goals. Where are you going? Where are you now? Where do you want to be? What might you have to do in order to get to that next level? So Jupiter retrograde will encourage you to reflect on your achievements, which is super important. Definitely use this time to look back to see how you've grown and identify any new areas for growth. Embrace this opportunity to align your aspirations with practical strategies, ensuring that your plans are grounded in reality. Use this time to refine your vision and cultivate a deeper understanding of your true potential, setting the foundation for future success and meaningful expansion. Jupiter will go retrograde from October 9th, 2024 until February 4th, 2025. So with Mars retrograde at the end of the year into 2025 and Jupiter retrograde, I will tell you that it does look like the new year, we're going to have a little bit of a slow start to the new year, right? With Mars retrograde. So, it's about planning. I think with Mars retrograde, which of course we'll talk about as we get closer to the date, it's all about fortifying, right? So with Mars retrograde, which is coming up later on, end of the year, actually November, but essentially what you want to remember is he who initiates under Mars retrograde loses, they say, right? So you don't want to start anything, but what you want to do is you want to double down. So if you started like a workout, you want to make sure that you're fortifying that. If you put a system in place, you want to fortify that. You want to fortify the passion that you have with your spouse in the bedroom, etc. You want to fortify things. But Jupiter retrograde, it really is all about thinking about how you might want to expand and really reflecting on that and allowing your visions of how you may want to expand to cultivate a sort of a feeling within. When these retrogrades happen, everything is very much internalized. And if anything's going to happen in your life, it's going to happen on the internal landscape first. So typically what happens is you have a thought and it's in the psyche and then you manifest it. And the same thing with these retrogrades. You want to think about how do you want to expand? How do you want to grow? How do you want to prosper? And when Jupiter goes direct come February 2025, then you're going to be able to lay out your plans. That's not to say you can't roll out your plans while Jupiter is retrograde, but this is a better time for you to think about how you want to expand, how you want to grow. And it's a perfect universe. It's going to be really helpful for you to do that. So enjoy that. Again, October 9th, and on Wednesday it starts until February 4th. It ends 2025. And on Thursday, the 10th of October, we're, of course, under our waxing moon phase still. So we're taking inspired action, focusing on what we want, not what we don't want. We get what we focus on. There's no other main rule in law of attraction. And speaking of Jupiter, it's Jupiter's day on Thursday, which is really nice. Planet of luck and abundance rules your day. So it's time to think big and to doubt your limits. Go beyond your stretch and make moves to expand and grow on Jupiter's day. And you want to stay loose. Jupiter, or Sagittarius rather, not Jupiter, rules the hips. And the hips are all about switching directions. So sometimes if people have hip issues, they have to switch directions and they're resisting it. So all pain, all problems that we have, it really comes from a resistance, either resistance to what's going on or resistance to the authentic self. So you want to honor the body, especially with this eclipse season. In fact, even the next lunation with the full moon in Aries, there's a lot of water. We have these grand water trines that are very, very strong. So it's all about being as fluid as possible, spending as much time in water as possible, upping your water intake, eating more fruit, anything that can keep you loose and flexible and fluid. And that's going to help you to make things so much easier, because that full moon in Aries that we have on the 17th of October, and you'll get a video for that next week, we have a cardinal grand cross. So a lot of squares are going on, and you're going to need that reprieve of water. So we'll talk more about that next week. But water is your friend. Be like water, like Bruce Lee might say. Your moon on Thursday will be in Capricorn. Keywords for Capricorn include ambitious, disciplined, practical, responsible, resourceful, determined, hardworking, strategic, reserved, realistic, and cautious. Very cautious. And to 10, numerologically on Thursday, which symbolizes completion and renewal. It's about accomplishment. So is Capricorn. Innovation and transition. So it's about merging endings with new beginnings, which is really apropos, because that's exactly what we're doing under the new moon solar eclipse that we had on October 2nd. Because the new moon was aligned with the South Node, which is about the things that we're releasing or getting away from or moving away from. And it's also a new moon. It's the same thing. We're merging endings with new beginnings. And to help you with that, give yourself a little bit of a treat, since it is eclipse season, and it could be a little bit much, with Angel Food Cake Day. So grab your halos, buy, or even better, make a light and fluffy angel food cake and celebrate your life. Enjoy a sweet treat that lifts your spirits. Angel food cake is great. And I believe at one point, maybe it still is, I thought it was fat-free. I mean, it has a lot of carbs and sugar, probably. You like it too, Kelsey? I do too. I can't even tell you the last time I had angel food cake, although that looks really good. So I might go to a bakery, get one. I wouldn't make one because that would be a catastrophe. But that could be really good. And I believe it's fat-free. Don't quote me on that. But I know at one point, angel food cake was fat-free, which is nice. Of course, there's a lot of carbs. And I would say that it does look much better with like cream and whipped cream on it. That makes angel food cake a lot better. So light and fluffy. I know. I'm going to have some of that on Thursday for sure. So enjoy some angel food cake on Thursday. That'll be a lot of fun. And on Friday the 11th, we're, of course, under our waxing moon phase. So we're taking inspired action. We're pursuing our desires. And it's Venus's day. So spread the love on Friday. We should be doing that every day, of course, but particularly on Venus's day. A nice gesture, a kind word, or even just treating yourself even better than usual. So stay in that vibration of gratitude. That's the vibration of receivership. And that's going to allow your manifestations to unfold, right? Because you're in that state of receiving. And celebrate your blessings, because you focus on your blessings. You'll have more blessings to celebrate. And celebrate other people. It is Venus's day, and we are in Libra season, which is very much about the other. So allow yourself to admire and be admired, as that's what Libra loves to do. And your moon on Friday will be in Capricorn until 12:30 p.m. East. So it's going to be nice and disciplined and focused up until that point. So you want to get as much done as possible before 12:30 p.m. East on Friday, if you can. Just because that Capricorn moon is really good for work. And that shift to Aquarius, you're probably going to want some freedom. The shift to Aquarius moon at 12:30 p.m. East is going to inspire innovation and teamwork. It's great for collaborative efforts, but it's also great for breaking free and having fun. If you love your work, well, then you're in for a treat. You can work even more. But, if you need a little bit of a break, give yourself that under that Aquarius moon on Friday. That's important. And, oh, yes. Yes, with strawberries, definitely. And you think it is fat-free? I think so, too. And with strawberries, 100% strawberries. But I feel like we need whipped cream with that. Ideally, heavy whipped cream. I think that would be amazing. Additionally, numerologically, it's an 11 on Friday, which represents inspiration and intuition. It signifies idealism, visionary insights, and enlightenment, balancing dreams with reality. And as if your playlist for this week wasn't already set, you got some Janet Jackson you can listen to. Back in this day, October 11th, 1986, When I Think of You reached number 1. Believe it or not, this was Janet's first number 1 hit in the USA. And the song was from her third studio album, Control. And there's something about Janet Jackson that just helps you to dance really well and just enjoy the grooves. Of course, she's a Taurus. We unfortunately don't have her time of birth, but it looks like she has an Aries moon. That's certainly what it looks like. And what else do we know about Janet's chart? I think she has she's a sun in Taurus, of course. She has a moon, looks like an Aries. And they say it's a Scorpio ascendant, although the birth time accuracy is rather poor. I don't know. I don't feel like there's that much Mars that Janet has, actually. I could see her having Scorpio or Aries, but I don't think both, even though she is a Taurus. She's very, very Taurus. I would say, actually, if anything, maybe Virgo. She has Pluto in Virgo, actually. So she could be a Scorpio rising, because if she's a Scorpio rising, that makes Pluto the ruler of her chart, and Pluto is in Virgo. And I think that she's very Virgo-y to me in a lot of ways, in addition to Taurus. Oh, yes. Heavy whipped cream. Yes. Oh, homemade whipped cream. I didn't know you could actually do that. So a heavy whipped cream needs to go on the angel food cake. We'll make a note of that, and we'll make it homemade for sure. And we're going to be listening to Janet Jackson. We're going to be dancing to burn off whatever calories are in that angel food cake. Yeah, that'll be great. So enjoy your Friday. Listen to some Janet and break free. That Aquarius moon is going to want you're probably going to want to do something off the beaten path. Also, on Friday, Pluto will go direct. Oh, boy. So, after a period of introspection during Pluto's retrograde, the planet is now moving direct in Capricorn, only for a short time, though. Only for a short time, because on November 19th, Pluto will enter Aquarius, and it will be there until 2043. So, now that it's going to be moving in Capricorn on the 11th, on Friday, it's going to be a time of proactive change. So when Pluto is retrograde, those big transformations were within, right? They were taking place on the internal landscape. And now we have a renewed sense of direction and clarity. So this shift with Pluto going retrograde invites us to embrace transformation in the foundational structures of our lives, whether that means adjusting work methods or reorganizing daily routines. With Pluto's direct motion, we can harness the energy of change to reshape our paths and foster resilience, paving the way for growth and empowerment. So Pluto will be direct on October 11th. They'll stay direct until May 4th. But remember, Pluto will enter Aquarius November 19th, and it will stay there until March 8th, 2043. So with Pluto retrograding back into Capricorn, what are we seeing? We're seeing a lot of dirt being pulled up, right? There is, I think, Eric Adams, that New York politician who got in trouble. You've heard about all the Diddy stuff. All these people are coming out. That's Pluto retrograding in Capricorn, determining, what has not been found out, right? And you'll see these people who are being exposed. It's very, very funny. They have probably something at like 28, 29 degrees of the cardinal sign, sometimes in Capricorn. So we're seeing a lot of stuff, and we're not done yet. So hold on to your seat. There's going to be more stuff exposed, and it's great because Pluto is saying this is not cool. You can't abuse your power and get away with it. And this is a very, very big deal. A very, very big deal, because we're going to be, when Pluto enters Aquarius, there's a new sheriff in town, and it's going to be all about freedom and humanitarianism. And it's going to be less about power. It's going to be less about might makes right. It's going to be about power of the people. So stay tuned for more revelations of things that are going on or have gone on, and corruption and powerful people who have not been doing us well, who have been abusing their power. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be really interesting. Oh, okay. Back to a better subject. You only use heavy. It's easy to make. The heavy whipped cream is easy to make. Okay, I'll take your word for it. If you want it's sweet, add sugar and shake. Okay, I'm going to try it. In any case, you can enjoy your Pluto going direct, as well as your angel food cake. Vanilla sounds really good, actually. Yeah, Add some vanilla to the angel food cake, definitely. And make your heavy whipped cream at home. Whipping cream. Yeah. Okay, so this is how you do it. All right. So once you make it, you'll never go back. I put heavy whipping cream in a jar and shake until thick. Okay, good to know. I got to tell you what I do. In my protein shakes, I put heavy whipping cream, and it makes it just so much better. So tasty. And that little bit of fat, a lot of fat that's in the heavy whipping cream, it keeps you full longer. So we'll enjoy that, and we're going to have an angel cake, and we're going to have to report back. And then last but not least, on Saturday, the 12th of October, of course, we're still under our waxing moon phase. So we're taking inspired action, pursuing paths to miracles. And Saturn, planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility, rules your day on Saturday. So it pays to set yourself up for success. Think about what you want to accomplish for the week ahead and get your ducks in a row on Saturday. It's better to do that on a Saturday than on a Sunday, because Sunday, of course, as we spoke about, you want to celebrate, you want to be joyful. You might find joy in getting your ducks in a row. If that's the case, well, knock yourself out. But Saturday is usually the better day for getting organized. Your moon will be in Aquarius on Saturday, so expect the unexpected. It's a very friendly, light, unpredictable, though, energy. Keywords for Aquarius for your moon on Saturday include innovative, independent, humanitarianism, eccentric, intellectual, unconventional, friendly, visionary, and progressive. And 12, numerologically, for the 12th of October on Saturday, embodies wholeness and education. It signifies experience, knowledge, and introspection, blending learning with self-awareness. It's a very celebratory day, right? Because the cross sum of 12 is 3. It's all about abundance. And rev up your engines. Hit the road, not hit the road, Jack. Hit the open road on your bike on motorcycle ride day. Enjoy the freedom and ride and the thrill of adventure. So if you have a motorcycle, well, you could do that. If you don't have a motorcycle and you don't like to ride motorcycles, well, you can visualize yourself on a motorcycle. What is that significant of? Maybe you can visualize yourself on a motorcycle en route to your dreams, right? That could be good. But enjoy your Saturday for sure, whether you ride a motorcycle or not. And I am so excited to have seen so many people in the chat today, Casmar and Kelsey and whoever else had joined that I'm missing. So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm now excited about Angel Food Cake, listening to George Harrison, Something, Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles, and of course, the whole Control album by Janet Jackson. Thank you very much, Casmar. That's very, very generous of you. I appreciate that. Yes, have a very happy weekend, and I shall see you soon. There may be recordings next week as opposed to live, just because my schedule is a little bit crazy, but you'll get videos nonetheless. So stay tuned for those, and I shall see you soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.